Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Here we are at the single wide. I'm just tidying up in this part. This was mine 10 minutes in the evening. I kept up with it last week. I didn't film all of it though because most of it was the same stuff from last week. So I try to kind of change it up a little bit. So what you're going to see in this video is some just basic cleaning. And then you're going to see some really icky deep cleaning, I guess. I had some issues with my refrigerator and I'm going to have to replace it, it seems. It's working for the minute and it'll last until I can get a new one in here. But yeah, as you guys will see later on, I was really struggling with motivation this week. I've just got a lot of stuff going on in my personal life. Everything's okay. Just some stuff, you know, going through the motions, and I'll get out of this funk here soon. But you know, sometimes you just got it. What is that little toddler song? You can't go around it, you can't go under it. I guess I'll just have to go through it, something like that. So you know, just going through it right now. But so anyway, y'all can see I'm tidying up. You guys, I'm realizing that I'm the problem with mess, which I've known that for a while. I am just a tornado. I don't understand how I can't just pick up as I go. And it's almost like it's not just a little mess, it's like shoo, 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 fling here, fling there, and it's I really see it when I go back on here and watch. I did the dishes the other day and somehow managed to mess up the entire kitchen even more while cleaning. Don't know how that's possible. I mean, that makes sense when you're decluttering a room or doing something like that. You know, you take stuff out and put it in another one, but I just somehow managed to make a bigger mess. So I tried a different angle here, just doing some dishes. I was cooking a hot dog for Joe too, so kind of multitasking here. Most of this video is on a Saturday. So I had enough paint left over from Joe's bedroom to paint that little bathroom in the back. I have been putting it off and putting it off and putting it off. And I'm going to be honest, y'all will see when I go to paint that my heart is just not into painting it. Not that I don't want to do it for Joe or anything, but like I said, I've been really struggling with motivation lately. Like, I just don't want to do anything. But I made myself do it, and I finished it today. Well, when I say today, I mean Sunday. So I started Saturday, and then I finished Sunday. I think painting a small room like that is much more difficult than painting a large room. You've got so many corners to cut in, and there's so much you just can't do with a roller. So you have to, you know, just use the little one, which normally I prefer to do the edge work. In this case, nope, I did not. A lot of you have asked in the past. I've got both my Invisalign in, y'all, pardon the full list. So I don't use a sponge or rag when I clean my dishes. I just use my hands. I don't recommend this. My hands are really rough. I've got calluses on them just from where I do a lot of stuff with them. That water is extremely hot. I don't like to let my dishes sit either in like soapy water. I know some people do too. I just wash them individually and then kind of scrub them off. I've got a brush in there and a Scour Daddy if I do have something that is stuck on there. But just for those of you that are new, that is how I wash my dishes. I know that is a little odd, but I don't use a sponge for this reason. I don't have a problem with sponges. I think they're great if you can keep them clean. I know myself. I can't keep them clean. Same with rags. Can't keep those clean either. I'm the person that's going to leave it sitting there and it's going to get all crumpled and gross and nasty. I know that you can clean them, you know, put bleach in them, put them in the microwave, etc., all that stuff. I still don't, for whatever reason, won't do it, and I end up throwing them away and wasting them, so I just use my hands. So that's just kind of what it is. I like to spray wash stuff, just kind of get it over there and then rinse it off, dry them up, and put them out. Put them out, put them up, yeah. So as y'all know, I don't shine my sink, but I do disinfect it after I use it, just because that seems like the thing to do. I made the most amazing Rice Krispie treats. I think just the plain Rice Krispie treats are my favorite, but Sam's had a sale on like the 3 different types. Like they had 3 boxes. One was Cocoa Krispies, one was the regular Krispies, and the one was like the Christmas edition. So I've been making homemade Rice Krispie treats. Well, I had 5 cups of the original Rice Krispies, and so I added 1 cup of the Cocoa Krispies. I don't normally like chocolate Rice Krispie treats, but it was like the perfect amount. Like it almost made them extra buttery flavored, if that makes any sense. But anyway, so they were really, really good. Here I am looking for something. Half of those drawers in that thing are like nailed shut. So you can only open like 2 of them, I think. I really, as much as everybody likes this corner piece, I don't know how long it's going to stay, or centerpiece or whatever. I think it is going to have to go, which is probably great for me because there is limited area trying to get back behind there to let the dogs out and get to the washer and dryer. So I really won't be that disappointed to take it out. I know the kids really like it, but it's really not that useful. I know it'll take up some counter space though, so that is something to consider. But the only thing that's really sitting up there is my coffee pot, so I could probably find a place for that anyway. I took off the little knobs on here and washed them and went around them. All right, you guys. So my refrigerator was acting up and we pulled it out, and that is what we found. I figured that it was a burn mark, but there is a layer of ick on it, and it really needed cleaned. I was hoping it wasn't a burn mark, but I was pretty sure. So that's part of the reason the refrigerator is going to have to go, and it's old. We figured that the refrigerator is probably about 24, 25 years old. We think it's original to the trailer, so actually 27 years old. This is a 1997 trailer. So yeah. So the best thing I was doing here, I was just kind of trying to scrub it up. Now the yellow I thought was just a layer of ick. So as you can see, after I scrub it with Dawn and stuff, I go in with the greaser, which really didn't do anything. It took a little bit off. At one point, which you don't see on this video, I tried a little bit of bleach to see if it would remove any of the yellow, and it wouldn't. So what I am assuming is that burn mark is the heat from the refrigerator, and then just over time where it has sat there, it's just yellowed the linoleum from the heat, with just the refrigerator sitting there. So this has made my decision easier on what floor I want in here, and I will not be having linoleum floor. I am going to, or not linoleum. I'm not going to do the linoleum in here. I am going to stick with the same floor throughout the house. I'm going to try and match up what I have in my living room. Joe brought me paper towels and just threw them. So that's what y'all see here. He thought he was being funny, not mean. He didn't realize they were going to land in there. So he wasn't being a turkey. I mean, he was being a turkey, but he wasn't like throwing it at me to be mean. So anyway, I don't normally like to use paper towels either. Like, I think it is incredibly wasteful. But in this case, this is not something I want to rewash on a rag. It was gross. There was really strong cleaner. That's why I went ahead and just used paper towels. I think this is the time for them. In general, no, I just use rags and wash them. But like for this, no, it was definitely a disposable situation. So as I'm finding with most things in the trailer, when I go to move them, the messes are very similar to what you saw here underneath it. So not to talk bad about anybody, I'm just assuming that there was a lot of base cleaning done with the company that bought the trailer, but they didn't go underneath anything, behind anything. So probably as I remodel the trailer, I'm going to find a lot more messes like this. But you gotta start out small, and that's fine. Teach their own. This Dawn degreaser stuff is amazing, but it really did minimal work on this. You can see it did lift up a little bit, but it wasn't much. So like I said, there is like a little layer of grease and stuff around on here, but this, anyway, if you guys are familiar with this at all, please leave comments. This is my first time dealing with something like this. So like I said, I am replacing the refrigerator, and the floor is going to be replaced as well. My camera was being way too forgiving here. It wouldn't show how gross this was. So I was going to try and do one side so it could have, that wow shock factor. And I just couldn't get it to show up on camera. So I bought this tool a while ago. I should have listened. Everybody was unimpressed, and I was unimpressed. It really doesn't do much. I can scrub just as well with my hand. Now I'm going to try it in my bathroom, and we'll see how well that goes. But I don't know. Maybe I can. I'm sure I can find other things to use it on. I did use it in the sink. I have to backtrack a little bit on that. The sink worked okay, getting around like the little drain spout part. Like it kind of got in the cracks and stuff. So I ended up using bleach, and that was about the only thing that would take it off of here. It had like grease. Grease, I think, is mainly what was on it. Grease and like, I'm going to assume the nicotine stuff. So I used Zep cleaner. It was supposed to be for mold and mildew, but it was just bleach. I really honestly think it was just, I mean, it said bleach on there, and I think they just were trying to advertise it in a different way so, you can charge more. But that was what finally got everything off the refrigerator. So I didn't put too much effort into this. The inside of the refrigerator is super clean, but like I said, I'm replacing this in the next week or two. It's kind of working, but we've tried just about everything we can to keep it going, and I just don't think it's worth any more effort. So I found one on sale at Lowe's that I should be getting here fairly soon. But I did go over this first. My process was I took a damp rag and went over it. Yeah, I didn't want what y'all could see. I realized I had bleach. I was like, I was not getting it on my other stuff, so I changed my clothes. But it worked pretty well. Like I said, again, this was all on a Saturday, so you can kind of see the before and after. This is after. I got the whole thing. I got it pretty clean, so at least the side that you can see from the kitchen. All right, so we are into the bathroom, and this is super sped up. You guys, I wasn't feeling this at all. I had to make myself do it. I set several timers. I had a celebration of life to go to this evening, so I was already kind of like, a little bit in my feelings, and I was pressed for time. But I really needed to get it done because I keep putting it off, and it was one of those things. It's like I'm just kind of waiting on putting my money together before I start too many projects. And you'll see, like, I should have taken those little eagle things off and painted around them, but I just didn't even want to do that. But I got it done. It looks pretty good. I've ordered some stuff for this, so you guys will see here soon. We're going to have to clean the shower and bath in here too. It's pretty gross. It's never been used since we've lived here. Joe just showers in my bathroom. But it should be, I'm hoping to be a pretty good video for that one. But we got a Mario shower curtain. I've got my daughter, she's doing some artwork for in here. She's quite talented, so she's gonna do some Super Mario Brothers stuff for me. This really only took me about a total of an hour, but I don't know if it was my ADHD, I don't know if it was my mood or what it was, but it felt like forever. So I ended up tricking myself, which is not really a trick if I know what I'm doing, but I would set 10-minute timers, come in here, paint, touch up, and then leave, then come back. Yeah, y'all see, I'm painting around those. It would have been much easier just take them off. I don't know. Please tell me I'm not the only one that ever does that. It's it's going to be more work, but you just, can't even bring yourself to, I don't know, make it easier on yourself. It's almost like you're subconsciously punishing yourself by making it difficult when you know it would just take 2 seconds to take those off the wall and just another 2 seconds to paint around it. But anyway, this did not cover as well as the other room did. Joe's room has the same wallpaper, and I don't know, maybe if it's because it was a bathroom or what, but it took 3 coats, and in some places 4, to really cover the wallpaper. And this paint has primer in it. It's pretty good paint. It covered really well in Joe's bedroom. So I don't know what was going on in here. It might be the lighting too. Maybe the lighting in Joe's room isn't as great. So I just got the painting in here done, and that was it. I didn't do anything else, so there's no big grand reveal. But thank you guys so much for taking the time out of your day to watch my video. I hope wherever y'all are at, you're having a blessed one. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.